The following program is being brought to you on the Voice America Women's Channel. For more information about our network and to check out additional show hosts and topics of interest, please visit voiceamericawomen.com. The Voice America Talk Radio Network is the worldwide leader in live Internet talk radio. Visit voiceamerica.com. The views and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host or guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and ideas held by the Voice America Talk Radio Network, its staff, and management.
Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. Excited to connect with you as we talk about motivation and believing in your dreams. Something I think is so important. We're about halfway through the year is to check in and just kind of see, are we stepping forward on those things that matter most to us? Are we remembering to really powerfully show up in our life? Are we continuing to believe in what we want to bring forward, to really believe in our dreams and what we want to bring to the world? Or are we needing just a little bit of encouragement or motivation today? If that happens to be you, that you're wanting a little encouragement on the journey, a boost, some motivation to really encourage you as you are going halfway through the year to continue the year and finish it strongly and powerfully, moving forward in those things that matter most to you, then I really encourage you to open your ears wide, tune in to our show today. We are here to help you be motivated, encouraged, equipped, and empowered to continue to believe in your dreams, because we absolutely, without a doubt, believe in you and want to encourage you to live on purpose and with purpose and bring forward those things that matter most to you. Are you all in? I hope so, because we are here for you. But let's take a moment and just kind of check in. I think it's so important in our lives to pause, to listen, to reflect on where we're at and see where do we want to go from there? What do we need? It's so easy in the hustle and bustle in life to lose that or lose focus or get caught up in the day and the to-do list and forget to take steps every day, make choices every day on purpose to move towards those things that matter most to us. Let's take a breath together. Wonderful. Good. And in this space, I'm going to ask you just to reflect a little bit. I want you to lean in and listen. Those of you who are driving, please stay safe. Keep both hands on the wheels. No texting and driving. Alert, but inwardly tuning in. But those of you who are able to, let's sit both feet on the floor. Lean back in that chair. Really feel it supporting you. Take these big belly breaths where you're breathing in through your nose, expanding your belly as big as it will go, and then out through your mouth like through a straw. Keep breathing, and when we breathe like that, it actually brings us very present. It lowers our cortisol stress levels and helps calm our system so that we're really ready to receive in this space. And to dial it up, let's close our eyes. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head to bring all of you in. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. And in this space, when we're talking about staying motivated and really showing up in our lives powerfully in an empowered way, where we're choosing and we're moving forward on those things that matter most to us, that we are believing in our dreams, what we're called to bring forward. As we check in on those things, where are you? Are you moving closer to those things, staying motivated and inspired? Just notice that, acknowledge that, celebrate it. Or perhaps you're wanting a little boost, a little bit of encouragement or some reminders or a little bit of motivation. You're needing that today. Acknowledge that as well. Life is not a solo journey. We all need each other. And sometimes that one word of encouragement, that hug, that reminder can really help move us forward powerfully. Just feel into what is it that you need today that will encourage you, equip you, empower you, motivate you, inspire you. What is it that you need today? Just receive that information. It can come in all different forms, pictures, memories, using all of your senses. Just receive that information. Let's take a breath together. Wonderful. Come back fully present into the room, eyes open. And I invite you to write down whatever it is that you need today. Let's capture it. Let's keep it top of mind. Let's get it out of us and into a form that we can see it and we can interact with it. It is so easy to forget, to get caught up in the day and to lose track of what matters most to us, to the things that we are wanting to prioritize and we're wanting to bring forward in life. So I invite you every day, this is a practice you can do, is to take a moment, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and focus in on what is it that I need today. And you're willing to receive. Because look at what you wrote down. Is that something you are willing to receive? Just see. Yes or no. If it's something you're not quite ready to receive, acknowledge that and then maybe feel into what is a piece of that I'm willing to receive today. A step. Because we have to be willing to receive as well. Not just have a need, but be willing to receive whatever it is we need to fill that need. And be open to whatever form it can come in. It can surprise us sometimes where that word of encouragement can come from. Or acknowledgement or affirmation. So I encourage you, as we go through our time together today, have your ears open, your heart ready to receive. And my guest and I will do our utmost to pour into you, to encourage you, to empower you, to motivate you today, to inspire you. But also, in between what we're saying, you may receive wisdom, ideas, information. Be open to receiving that too, and continuing to be poured into throughout the day. Wonderful. Let's take a collective breath again. So you're creating lots of space and room to receive. We're very excited to have you joining us today. I know you'll be encouraged, motivated, and inspired by our just powerful, heart-centered, passionate guest that you will get to experience. And before we dig into all of the amazing content we have today, I wanted to connect in this heart space. And Nichole, I wanted to open up the floor if you had something laid on your heart that you wanted to share with our listeners today.
Yes, I would like to share the love for all of us. To know that with love, you can't go wrong in any way possible. It opens you up to understand life at the utmost respect for any soul, any human being, to just love. Just grab a hold of yourself right now and just, as Rebecca says, squeeze real tight and breathe in, and you feel the love for you first, and that way you can feel it for others.
I love this, Nichole. We're creating a love bubble. So listeners, let's do this. Let's all give ourselves a hug, sending ourselves love.
Yes.
And then let's open up our arms as we send that hug out to each other, connecting heart to heart.
Yes. Heart
Lifted
to heart.
up by our love. Beautiful share. Thank you, Nichole.
You're welcome.
And I had a couple of things laid on my heart when we went in and just kind of listened and received. And one of them was just joy, just a joyfulness and a thankfulness to be here connected with all of you. It's just such a richness that I feel, and a privilege and an honor to be able to connect with you, Nichole, and to connect with all of our listeners today in this space and time around the world where we come together heart to heart. And I just find it such a rich experience, and I'm very thankful for each of you, and it's such a joy to be able to connect in this way. So I want to thank each of you for being part of that and being part of our world and letting us connect with you in this way. And I wanted to give each of you an opportunity to dig into what has been placed on your heart and what you're wanting to receive and bring forward and need. And as we go into our first commercial break, here's the way to get the most out of our show. 1, stay present. Really breathe, process what's being shared, what's being placed on your heart and your soul and your spirit and inside you, and receive that and what's coming up and forth. Really allow yourself the privilege of being present and processing real time on the show. It's tempting when a commercial break comes to run off and cross things off the to-do list. But when you do that, you're actually pulling your energy away. You're dividing yourself, and it's hard to come back and be fully present. So I invite you, stay fully present and use these 2 minutes that are disguised as commercial breaks that have fabulous updates and information for you. But create a world for you every 2 minutes here, every commercial break, to process what has been shared on the show, to receive what's being placed on your heart. This way, not only are you being poured into, but you're actually processing things on a cellular level. So you are ready, equipped, and empowered by the end of the show to go back into the world, recharged, and actually have already processed what's here for you today instead of adding it to your to-do list. So that's what I encourage you to do today. So we are about ready to go to one of those amazing first commercial breaks. So let's take a breath together. I encourage you to lean in, give yourself the gift of this 2-minute pause, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Voice America Women. Your passion starts here. Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
For women, the pressure to achieve is stronger, the work hours longer, and the struggle for respect and authority more complex than ever. You want guidance on how to succeed, and you are not alone. You're invited to take your coffee break with Game Changers on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern for our special series, Game Changing Women. Powerful women leaders will help you make sense of it all, analyze how you can change the game, and share their playbooks. Game Changing Women, presented by SAP on the Business Channel.
Become our friend on Facebook. Post your thoughts about our shows and network on our timeline. Visit facebook.com/Voice America.
listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed those 2 minutes. What a luxury to allow ourselves time and space to just breathe and process on a cellular level. I want to encourage you to build those muscles, to build that rich experience into your life during the show and onward. So really take advantage of those 2 minutes that we've woven throughout the show to support you in that way. Well, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to our amazing guest. You got to hear her heart a bit in the opening segment as she brought her love to all of us and had us share that throughout the world. And I hope that you could feel that because we are connected around the world, a global audience. We have people in the UK and Ireland and Australia, all over the world. So it's Canada, everyone in the United States. So I'm very excited. I don't want to leave anyone out, but it's a long list of places around the world that we're connected, in Sweden, and we're just excited to be here and to bring that love around the world, heart to heart. But I also wanted to formally introduce you to her so you know some of her background, from which she is coming from, the expertise, what she's bringing to the world, and we're also going to have her share some of her own journey and story. So Nichole Peters is an international publisher, a powerful speaker, motivational coach, best-selling author, and on the national level, national best-selling author, a really powerful leader and domestic violence victim advocate. And she is also a TV show host and producer and TV channel owner. She's going to be bringing her TV channel to our network and multiple shows to motivate and inspire you. So I'm very excited to have her with us today. And she's absolutely passionate about helping others believe in their dreams and bring them into reality. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Nichole Peters to the show. Welcome.
Woohoo! Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for inviting me to your show. You know you're my rockin' Rebecca, as always. And I am so excited and thrilled to be on your show every single time. Thank you to all the listeners, to all the callers that's around, because me and Rebecca got some exciting stuff to share with you all, especially about our channel and TV shows. So sit back and relax, because we're ready to rock.
and we're bringing it. I love it, my Nichole. I know Nicole's dubbed me Rockin' Rebecca, so I welcome it. Thank you.
That's my Rockin' Rebecca caller.
Love it.
You can call her Rockin' Rebecca. I promise you I won't get upset. Just for a little while I won't get upset, because that's my Rockin' Rebecca.
You'll share me. Well, I'll share my Nichole too, so we're cool. Well,
I always have so much fun when I'm on your show, always.
Well, it's important to bring the joy, and that's something else. I mean, I just appreciate how we can come together and cheer each other on and celebrate all that we're doing and that sisterhood of cheering each other on and coming together. And I just value and appreciate that with you. And listeners, I encourage you to bring that into your life and celebrate each other. It's such a gift that we have each other in our lives. So welcome, Nichole. We're going to rock the show. So I'd love to start, though, for those who don't know you on the show today, I'd love for you to share a little bit about why this work that you do, the supporting domestic violence victims, all of that you're doing in the writing world and the speaking world, and now stepping into television, and passionate about helping people stay motivated and believing in their dreams. Why is this work personally so important to you?
It's important to me, And the reason why it works, Rebecca, is because at one time I had so many people telling me I couldn't do it. I also was a woman who experienced much abuse. Not only that, I knew that once God helped me and saved me through the abuse I went through the rejection I went through, and through the pain, the turmoil that I went through, and the struggle and the oppression and the distress that I went through, I knew. And I asked God, I said, if you can get me to a point where I can help others, no matter how much the enemy come at me, no matter what he do, no matter how many times I fall, I'm going to get my behind back up and I'm going to rock it, because there's so many people out there wounded that need us. So that is why I came up with Women of Love, Power, Respect to help so many women that's abused. That's why I came up with Women Warriors Who Make It Rock. So so many people got so many gifts in the inside of them, and they scared to let it out when they have a purpose, and they have a passion, and they have a goal to get somewhere. I want to reach them and touch them and say, you can do it. Yes, you can. If I can do it with a major disability, if I can do it and felt like I had nothing, I ran out my house barefooted with nothing on my feet. Stopped at a grocery store with just a little bit of gas in my tank. Hadn't ate all day. Had to eat some fruit out the grocery store because I refused to go back in that abuse. I don't care if you're living in a mansion. I don't care what he gives you. No money in the world can value abuse. Abuse is hurtful. It causes you to go into depression. It causes you to go into suicide. Could be suicidal. So what I did was create a roadmap, and I call it my blueprint, to help as many women as I can to get out of that bondage. And if God called me to be in the wilderness to help them, and I know I go through a lot because that's what I do, then I'm going to stand in that wilderness, because I believe that one day I'm going to make it to the promised land. I'm doing what I got to do out of respect of what I told God. If you bring me out, I'll bring as many people as I can, and that's what I've been doing, Rebecca.
Thank you for sharing. And listeners, I hope you felt her heart, her passion, her conviction, and her standing with you, motivating you, encouraging you, walking beside you, and cheering you on. And that just came through so clearly as you were sharing your heart and some of your story. And you do so much, Nichole, that I wanted to give people a highlight of some of the different areas, just so they have an understanding of some of the things that you're bringing to the world. Oh, I know that you recently published a book. Do you want to share a little bit about that book?
The one that I recently published was Women Warriors Who Make It Rock, where you are my awesome purpose forward in the book. And the book is about to help so many people that think that they can't make it. Every story in the book is about someone who went from rock bottom but now rocking the world. And that is amazing to me. And writing is so therapeutic for me. It helped heal me. And the only reason why I ended up getting into writing, because I would just go into the library where my kids was getting tutored because they was premature, and I would just write my behind off on everything I was going through. Just write. And I could just feel it, and I was starting to release everything. And the lady walked up to me. She was a little small Caucasian lady, about 5'2", and she's so skinny, Miss Patsy. And she said, let me see your work that you do. I'm not knowing that she's retired from Barnes & Noble. And she was like, can I take it home? In the next day, she called me, and she was like, do you know you need to get your word out to people? Do you know? She said, we don't even have an opening in this writing seminar, but we have a Barnes & Noble writing seminar, and we want you to come. We're making extra room for you to come. And from then on, that's how I started my dreams as far as writing. Then I started helping other people. Like, Nichole, your story helped me. I was like, well, how can I help others? I went through a struggle with publishing company after publishing company. So I finally just said, you know what? Some of the ladies was at the old publishing company that ended up shutting down, came with me, and they was like, we're going to help you get through this. Now, I've been with my same team for 7 years, and they actually helped me get through it for me to be able to open the doors to others. Then I ended up meeting the fabulous, rocking Rebecca later on that introduced me to the TV show. And I said, you know what? I said, when I was the publisher of her book called Come Out of Hiding and Shine, and I also was a co-author in Rebecca's book, one of the international best-selling books that's out there. People still love it. People tell me about the chapters. Always, Rebecca's book open up to people, too, and tell people to get out of the darkness more than because the book is called Come Out of Hiding and Shine. And the only way you can come out of hiding and shine is you must face the darkness to get through. And so many of the stories in there, and people's like, oh, my God, your story, everybody's story in the books is just amazing. So I said, you know what? I see the vision. And Rebecca said something about a TV show, and we started talking more, and you was just saying all how it was. I was getting so excited, and I was like, you know what? I got the name of my TV show, Rebecca. I said the Motivational Lounge, because I'm here to put everybody on that lounge and to motivate them. Then all of a sudden, Rebecca said, hey, Nichole, I'm getting my own channel. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm getting my own network. And I said, and I'm going to have a channel there, too. So that's where it started. In the end, I ended up getting ill. I did have to push back.
Oh, and actually, Nichole, I'm gonna have us pause right there because, and we'll talk about that in a moment because we're getting ready for another one of those commercial breaks. Time goes so fast. So, Nichole, thank you so much for sharing some of your journey and what you're doing in the publishing world and how all of this is leading towards television. And you're going to share about an obstacle you had recently as well, but. Listeners, what I really want you to take from this is appreciate her willingness to say yes. The opportunity comes knocking, Nichole, and you say yes, and then you figure it out, and you just go and do it. No matter what, you lean into those opportunities, and I appreciate that about you. The listeners, as we go into our next commercial break here, what I encourage you to reflect on and doing that pausing and that deep breathing is really think about, are there some opportunities that have been knocking on your door? And are you stalling? Are you pulling back because you don't know how? Or are you leaning in, saying yes, and then figuring out the how or getting the support on the journey, sharing the vision? So just check in. And I want to encourage you to make a commitment to take a step towards that's been placed on your heart. Really take a step to move forward, because if you have those opportunities coming to you, if you have people like Nichole had that your story needs to be out there, it's because people need you now. If you're feeling that pull on your heart, these opportunities are there to help you reach the people or touch the lives that you're called to touch in whatever shape and form it may be. And I want to encourage you to lean in, reflect on that, and write down the next step, one step that you're going to take to move closer. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
This is the Voice America Women's Channel, where your success is limitless.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Relationship issues? Anxious? Parenting challenges? No more. Learn to live your best life. Tune into Straight Talk with top therapist, relationship, and anxiety expert Sandra Reish. Learn to transform your challenges into effective solutions. Whether it's relationships, parenting, anxiety, or other traps, Sandra will show you how you can live the life of your dreams. Listen live every Thursday afternoon at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Health and Wellness Channel. Do you find yourself working tirelessly to keep your business going? Are you finding out that you don't have time for family, friends, any kind of personal life whatsoever? It's time to stop feeling trapped by your business. Tune in to Reclaim Your Freedom with host Shirley Dalton. You'll hear from guests that will help you work on your business instead of constantly in your business and get your life back while the business keeps running and humming. Reclaim Your Freedom airs live every Tuesday at 1 p.m. U.S. Pacific Time on Voice America Business.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you took a moment to pause and reflect and have written down that next step, that step that you're going to take, that you're going to commit to help move forward those things that matter most to you, those things that you're feeling that pull and that call to move forward in. I hope that you lean in. And we've got more for you today, because frequently what can happen when we're leaning into these things, right? We say yes, we start to step forward, is there can be a challenge. There can be setbacks, and that can discourage us. That can actually have us start to hold back a little bit, or even question why we started this journey. And one of the things that I think is just incredible about Nichole is so many times she's had setbacks and challenges, and she, like she said in the beginning, she's made that commitment from the beginning to get up and keep moving forward. And she has done that again and again and again in her journey. But I wanted you to hear in her words, her way, a recent setback that she had and how she became really, really ill. And it didn't stop her. It didn't stop her. It actually motivated her to lean even more into her dreams in a more committed way. So, Nichole, do you mind sharing a little bit about your recent illness?
Sure, no problem. Even when I was a child, I would have issues like with sugar diabetes and different, where at one time I was taking nitroglycerin for heart pills. But I was able to grow out of that. I didn't even have to, once I lost some weight, I wasn't even on insulin anymore. But as I got older, it's something generic in our family. We have RA really, really bad in my family. And unfortunately, I was one of the ones who had a chronic inflammation, autoimmune disease of the RA. Not only that, but I name a few other ones, neuropathy. So can you imagine already having RA, an autoimmune disease that already hurts your bones and your muscles? Then I had neuropathy that made my nerves hurt. I mean, it felt like a pin would be stinging you. Then on top of that, I was diagnosed with spondylosis, meaning the degenerative disease of the spine. There's no cure for RA. There's no cure for neuropathy. And there's no cure for spondylosis. This is what my doctor's telling me. Not including taking all those medications, I end up getting, all of a sudden, now I have high blood pressure, taking another medication for this, all of a sudden I have high cholesterol. And before you know it, my inflammation was all the way up 71%. So they had to immediately take me into the hospital. I was on such a high antibiotic till it infected my stomach. So when I've made it home, all of a sudden now I have issues with my stomach. I end up going back in the hospital and having to have a mild surgery done. It wasn't nothing major, but it was enough to scare me and my family. But at the end, I knew that God was with me. And I wanted to break down because I was in the midst of putting out one of my authors who was already a #1 bestseller. I was in the midst of putting her book out. And on top of that, I was missing one of the major events they were having in California. So on top of all of this, I feel bad. I'm hurt. I'm depressed. I hadn't hired somebody to do the work for me. They took everything I had and ran with it, did not do what they're supposed to do. So I lost financially. I was broken down spiritually. I was just like, what in the world I'm going to do? And I was just I was in the hospital room, and I was just crying for a second. And then I said, God, I promise you that no matter what I go through, I'm going to get through it. What can I do to just make this day be better? What can I do to, even though I have all these illnesses I'm facing, what can I do to help me, Lord? Tell me something. My anxiety was everywhere. And I just went to praying. Then I got out my phone. And I made like I was at the conference, Rebecca. At the conference in California. And I pulled out my phone like it was a video. I did a video, and I videoed myself like I was at the conference speaking. And I motivated me. I prayed. I spiritually motivated me. I did a transformational change right there in the hospital room. And the nurse was like, oh, my God. And I was like, yes. I said, can you turn the IV off because the beep and beep is coming on to the video, and I don't want this to be on my video. I'm sending this out to my husband. I'm sending this out to my kids. Everybody was just so amazed. And when I did that, I said, you know what? I know there is a God, and I said, you know what? I know for a fact that I would not let nothing stop me. Not even illness could stop me. But it brought me down because I was in the midst of got to shine so bright. And then all of a sudden I fell down with my health again. But now I'm back on my essential oils. I'm back eating healthy again. And I can do yoga, but I can't do heavy exercise because of the degenerative disease in my spine. I can't wear my 6-inch heels no more. But I can wear my wedges, though. I can wear my wedges, and I can still look cute like a diva. I just got to realize that you can face anything, no matter what illness, fears, or anything, just as long as you just keep your mindset positive. And I had to break through what I was going through in order to get through, Rebecca.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that. And I just love that in that moment, in that darkness, I mean, you allowed yourself the tears and to feel that and be discouraged, but you didn't dwell. You didn't stay there. And I saw those videos and I loved it because you not only elected to do that and step into that space and motivate yourself. You motivated so many, and you continue to do that, and all of you do. And as you're stepping forward and publishing more and more books, and you're moving forward into the television world and speaking, and you're bringing more and more voices forward, I just honor that. I celebrate that. Thank you for being who you are and for letting us walk beside you in this journey. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And we recently launched a network called the RHG TV Network.
Yay!
And you can find it. Yay! Exactly. You all can find it at rhgtvnetwork.com. So my initials, TV, don't forget the word network.com. And you'll be able to see our channels and our programs and shows. And our heartbeat in this is to bring positive transformational programs to the world so that you're able to tune in and get poured into any time that you need. It's play on demand. You can click on any of the shows that are speaking to your heart that will be pouring into you. We have a lot of different shows and programs. And one of our TV channel owners that's going to be coming aboard is the amazing, I call her a warrior woman, Warrior Nichole. Warrior Rocket Nichole coming.
You have to. I mean, the doctor told me that when they called me, they was like, Nichole, we want you to come speak in October at our seminar. We're gonna have some of our patients to speak because you just. I haven't even named like all the stuff, Rebecca. I was on 14 different medications with Humira being a biological medicine and methotrexate. I had to take those 2 needles to and put it in my stomach and give myself a shot. They was like, how in the world do we see you? Because I have a couple of my nurses that's on my Facebook page. They was like, how in the world we see you going to a speaking event? And it's amazing how I come into the doctor's office and some of the same people that have my illness and they're on a walker, or they're on a rollator, or they're in a wheelchair. And I just can't say nothing but I know there is a God. And like right now, I feel so good. I feel so good. And I just want you to know that no matter what, callers, no matter what, and I keep saying no matter what because it's something else that goes with it. You must believe that anything is possible. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm just letting that sink in. And For those of you who are wanting even more Nichole, like we do, I hope that you lean in and tune into her amazing channel and programs and shows. And do you mind sharing just a little bit about what they can look forward to on your amazing channel?
For the show, it's one of the shows is called The Motivational Lounge. The other show is called Women Warriors Who Make It Rock. And the Motivational Lounge is more of, is only where I bring in a guest, like I would have Rebecca, my Rockin' Rebecca, to come on the show, and I would be asking her all kind of questions on how she can break through and help other people be a motivated warrior. And then my other show is something that's going to be more like a talk show, and it's where we also would show like the different conferences when we're on tour too, but at the same time we would have a round table and do a talk show with it as well. And then I'm so happy, I don't know if, I know a lot of callers do know Cheryl Wilson, she's one of them that's getting her TV show with me as well. Christine Hostage, she's also getting a TV show with me as well. Melinda Walker and a few others. But one thing I love about it is my daughter, and she already done filmed like 10 times, and it's called Smile, I hope I'm correct, is Winning Smiles All Across America. And that is the most best one that I have seen. I was like, girl, you're taking my place, because she go after the kids, and she go after the ones who feel like they can't because she was premature. She had started off with 5 resource classes, and guess what? She graduated with a 3.0. So I am just so, 3.1, I'm just so happy for what she's doing, and a lot of kids who get discouraged, and she go out there and win smiles for them and let them know that they can do it too. So I'm excited about the TV show and the channel. I just can't wait till August. I am just happy feet right now. And, Rebecca, I'm going on a cruise to Bahamas this weekend, and guess what? I'm filming for the Motivational Lounge show in Bahamas.
Oh, I love it. On location. Beautiful. Yes. So you get to share the Bahamas with us, too.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we're getting ready for our next commercial break here, so I hope you are all excited about her shows and her programming coming forward. You can see it's a really powerful lineup of programs, and all of that is going to be launching in August. But if you want to start getting familiar with our network and many of our amazing experts there, we'd love for you to check us out at RHG, my initials, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, RHG TVnetwork.com, and start to hook into the network and really lean into the programs and the shows. They are there to encourage you, to motivate you, to pour into you, and to inspire you. So as we go to our next commercial break, I want you to pause, take a breath, and maybe you are in one of those challenging moments, one of those challenging times where you're a little discouraged or facing things that are scary or difficult. And I want you to think about and remember your why. And what is a way that you're going to continue to believe in your dreams, continue to believe in what matters most to you. And I want you to write that down, to keep it in front of you. Take these next 2 minutes to do that and process all that's being placed on your heart. We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
Tune in to the Just Jan TV show at justjantvshow.com. Visionary women's leader Jan Jorgensen is inspiring, practical, and visionary. Jan brings us everyday, transformational emerging leaders, courageously changing the world by speaking and living their truth. Sit around the table with us for profound feminine wisdom, insights, and connection. Be sure to join us at justjantvshow.com. New episodes are every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at justjantvshow.com.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
We're making it easier to listen to the Voice America Talk Radio Network wherever you go. In addition to listening live, you can check out information about your favorite talk show hosts, discover new talk show personalities, add shows to your list of favorites, and listen to all our show archives on demand. All from your iPhone, BlackBerry, or Android. Download it from the Apple App Store, BlackBerry App World, or Android Market, and get ready to tune in. The Voice America mobile app, powered by Aircast.
The Voice America Women's Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-613-1612. That's 1-866-613-1612. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you were able to lean into what is the step, something I can take to keep me inspired, to help move forward on those things that matter most to us. It's important, I find, when things get hard, sometimes I love to have a friend that can remind me of my vision or remind me of my greatness. You know, we forget that sometimes. We can feel like a challenge is so big, we forget that we are capable and that we can have support and that we aren't alone. You know, for me, when that happens, I like to remember how big God is and that I'm not alone in the journey and I can lean into that. So, and having friends to cheer me on and encourage me helps me on my journey. So what are those things that can encourage you, that can remind you of your greatness, of your talent, of your why, of your calling, of your dreams that you are willing to bring into your life and build into the journey? Because those challenges do come, but you're not alone and you're absolutely called and needed. And I want to encourage you to say yes and lean into all that is coming, all that you are called to bring forward, because your dreams are given to you for a purpose and on purpose. And I want to encourage you to lean into them, to support you in your journey. We have some amazing gifts and tools and resources we like to make available to you. And I've got some gifts available, and I wanted to give, and I'll share about those in a moment, but I wanted to give Nichole an opportunity to share about the gift she's making available to you, and then I'll let you know how to access it. So Nichole, share your amazing gift with us.
Sure. What I'm offering is 2 free coaching classes where you can believe in your dreams and learn how to rock. If you want to have a best-selling campaign for a book or a magazine or however, I will be able to coach you on the steps on how to do it. And the way you can get in touch with me is you can send me the email.
And Nichole, actually, we have a special link we made for you, so we'll keep it really easy for them.
Okay, great. Rebecca will send out. You have the link. You can send it to me. Send the link to me.
I'll actually walk them through it, so I'll take care of that in just a minute. But this is an opportunity that Nichole, I just want to make sure everyone heard what you shared. Here's an opportunity to get live support in 2 different pieces, 2 different coaching calls or coaching programs from Nichole to support you in bringing your voice forward, whether it's in a magazine or it's in a book or whatever it may be, to have her encourage and support you. That's a really, really rich opportunity. And I thank you, Nichole, for making yourself available in that way and pouring into others. And listeners, I want to let you know how to access that gift. You go to radiogifts.net. So again, that is radiogifts with an S, plural, .net. A net full of multiple gifts. You put in your name and email address so we can stay in touch. And then you'll want to scroll down to today's date. If you happen to be listening to the replay, the date is June 6th. And you'll see Nichole's beautiful picture, a description on her gift, and there's a link. You click on it, and that'll get you connected directly to her to be able to access this generous gift. So I encourage you to do that. Lean in, get that support. You can see how powerful, motivating, and inspiring Nichole is. She's like that every time you connect with her. So I encourage you to do that. You're also going to find some gifts from me, too, at the top of the page, where if you're looking to get on more stages, there's a resource there that's free, and these are all free to support and pour into you. And it's 7 keys to getting on more stages. There's several other gifts if you want to have a conversation that you'll find there. But lean into anything on those pages that will support you. These are a library of tools and resources for our listeners because we want you to be encouraged, equipped, and empowered and supported. I want you to have the same connection to the experts like I do. And by leaning into their gifts, you get to start that relationship, a connection with them. So I really encourage you to do that. You go to radiogifts.net. And then I wanted to, as we bring our show, it just goes so quickly. We're in our final moments here. And Nichole, I know that you are always so motivating, encouraging, and inspiring. And I wanted to see if you just had a final tip or share that you could bring to us in about a 30-second share. I'd love to bring that to our listeners today.
Sure. My goal is to reach over, it used to be 1 million women, so I'm trying to reach over 10 million women by letting them know that you can do anything you want to do if you set your mind to it. It's all about your mindset. It's all in how you want to be able to break through, and it's all about how
so
you
Nichole,
want to
I'm just going to restate. Nichole's, are you there, Nichole?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you cut out there. I know that you have a lot of storms and the weather going on there.
Yeah, storms in Tampa. I'm so sorry. What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Do you mind repeating again? You said your goal is to reach not just 1 million. It used to be 1 million women. Now it's 10 million women. And then it was difficult to hear what you were doing with those 10 million women. So I'd love to have you say that again.
All right. I'm trying to reach 10. Well, I'm not trying. I will reach 10 million women. And the reason why is because I feel like everybody have an opportunity and a place to break through. And it's all through your mindset. It's all in if you want to break through, and you must believe that you can. Because if you believe in your dreams, and you can become a warrior. You can be a woman of love, power, and respect. And I want every woman to feel good about themselves, to know that love is for them to have and for them to give to others. Their power is their strength. If you just lean on your highest power, mine is God, and to give you so much strength. And respect is you must believe in yourself and respect yourself in order to respect others. And you never deal with disrespect. And that is the way I want every woman to think in this world. I want them to know that they can shine brighter than any diamond. And no matter if they go to the bottom of the ocean and they fall, remember that you can still come out with diamonds and pearls.
Oh, I love it. Can I share something with you, Nichole?
Sure.
Today's show and our shows have become syndicated on multiple channels. So if we take a moment in time and we just add up all the different networks, I believe we're syndicated on 6 different networks at this point. You're looking at a reach, if you combine all of the networks, of between 5 and 6 million.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, I just want to celebrate that. I didn't know you were going to share about this reach of 10 million women, but you are on the way there, that you are now on networks.
That's my goal, Rebecca. It is my goal, and my goal is I don't care if you have to come bold, but don't be timid. Because if you're timid, you're going to stay in fear. And I want every woman to let go of fear and rock who they are, like my rockin' Rebecca and like my rockin' Brandys and my rockin' Melindas and rockin' Tammys. I want everybody right here to just let them just rock. Rock. 5 minute winning on the call or reach. Rock, 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 rock.
I love it. I almost feel like I don't have more to add. This is beautiful. So thank you, Nichole.
I'm sorry. I want you to add. They need to hear something positive from Rock and Rebecca. Give them something.
No, I'm happy to share. But I just feel like what you shared is so powerful that I want to encourage you all to be bold, to really bring everything that you've got. Be willing to rock. Be willing to shine. Set those big, bold goals. Share the vision. Claim them.
Yes.
Be willing to let people join you in that journey.
Yes.
And wherever you go, whatever you do, may you always, always, always be willing to bloom where you are planted and shine. Go and rock this week, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Women's Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.